The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one. So they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Bill, 180, 380. 54. I got you. Pop, check, cross. White. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You draw Corker. You're not ready. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, get in the weight room. Slam, flick.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
Check it back.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
3rd and long.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. To throw is Rivers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Switch.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D. 49. Right at the 8. Come on. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. You got 99.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Speaking of McCaffrey, boy, he was used a lot in Week 1, Charles. 128 yards on the ground. He also had 10 catches for 81 more yards.
That's 209 all-purpose yards. I mean, he's unbelievable. He's one of 5 players with 10 or more receptions, 120 more rushing yards in a single game in the Super Bowl era. And this is what we saw last year as well, partner. They used him in a big way. He hardly ever came off the field. I hope they're developing an alternative for him so he can get a few plays off this season. Otherwise, they'll use him up way too quickly.
Gun. Check 43.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. That's Samuel caught left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
What's that? 8. Defense wins championships, baby. Express. Be ready.
First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And Allen's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
SOS. Check 26, check 26. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Alpha! You. 10.
Throwing Rivers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bruce Irvin, his 2nd sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, an even 90 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
20.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta! Zero. Kill.
Gordon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Red Delta! Hey, Delta! Bravo! Hey, I want to go low.
Rivers. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Right there, 54. Go!
Rivers now. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu, his 2nd sack of the night. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. This is McCaffrey, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
8. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Sponge. No.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Set, 390. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Silver, silver. Hey, hey, hey.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Get him. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Right there. 54 Mike. Push him back.
On third down, Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense. Not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry put up 43 points on the Browns.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Hey! He's coming. We got double up. 20.
They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He hits more. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
780. In the face. Man left. We got
on 1st down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Go. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
49 to Mike.
From just shy of midfield, Newton got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
49. Hustle. I'm coming after you.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. They'll roll him out right. He'll take a shot for the... He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jim. Back. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball. Said, hey.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Allen has it, left side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Check. White! Time go. Recon, 132 fighter.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a first down in field goal range already. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
180.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, Delta. Check, Mike. You.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And this is complete. It's Allen. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Check, 380. Block 11. Easy. You can't block me. Kill. Hey. 54's Mike.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's big soft.
Rivers here to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier
said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space?
Between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Gregory 90, Black 15.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Black.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a big number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Round 80.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Load it. Load it.
Check Mike, 50.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers on the screen. This is Eckler. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 2nd down. It's Gordon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They'll try and throw for it here. He's airing it out for into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing is Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now Newton on first down. That's Samuel, caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. That his first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Back to throw, Newton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 62 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
Good luck, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And down to the 16-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready? Ready? Gun.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready?
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try the air now with Newton. Flushed out, and that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. As the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a run with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
He's not going to get me. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
So don't say no.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Hey. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Yeah. Watch the twist.
Hey, 79. 79. Look.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Gordon. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
180.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
390.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They're not ready for this.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Eckler, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Load it. Load it.
Hey, check motion man.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
20.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Newton to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll look to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big scam, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here you go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Mike.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 36 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Swerve. Swerve to A. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Here we go. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Watch the 26.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field
There you
goals,
go.
not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch. Turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. And some room to maneuver. A big play there from McCaffrey. 43 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton letting, and that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 26 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now on second and 16, Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
27.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second down and goal. Newton, and he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 30, 20, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, A well-deserved seat on the bench. A little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. Well, partner, I want to revisit week one. I got your positive takeaways from the first week of the NFL season. How about the bad stuff?
Well, let's pump the brakes a little bit on the Super Bowl celebration in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They have to win some games first, and maybe now that's the best thing that could have happened to them. Maybe they can settle in because that's a good roster. Miami, we suspected it was going to be rough. I don't know that we suspected that bad on opening day. Jacksonville, the defense is supposed to carry this team. They got torched by Kansas City. And Pittsburgh just didn't show up against New England. And I don't think we expected that at all because I thought Pittsburgh's defense was really good in the preseason.
Here we go, Dink, get off the field.
They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Gun.
On the ground, McCaffrey. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Great. Gun.
Slam. Deuce. Hey! Come. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Smash!
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first down carry by Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You ain't got a weapon. Check. 8.
To throw again. Newton. And he comes back with one complete. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Newton and Olsen here with a connection. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And he's going to go down again. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
From the 17, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And this is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready? 48, Mike. 9, sweetheart. 8. Mike 48. Go.
On 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Let's get this. Check 48.
Gun.
Check 48.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Dancing to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cowboys have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Again, it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground.
And got his man complete. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 81 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Let's go one more. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we're going to Mike the 48 right now. Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Newton on the catch. It's Jarius Wright. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Newton. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. Newton now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. Flush to his right. Throw right side. He's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. I got you, son. I got you, son. Mike, 48.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. The tight end Olsen, right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jarius Wright there to make the grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. They'll try the sweep with Elliott, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Prescott now. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
36.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He's back to throw. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead.
Check, 180. Great, great.
55 to right. Watch the slat. Watch the slat. Hey, check right, check right.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check tight. Check tight. Mike, 5-5. Mike, move, move. Here we go, here we go. Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
Now Newton.
Switch up, switch up.
And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Go. Let's go.
First and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.